Hello! In Joel Embiid's big night, the Philadelphia 76ers won a quiet victory by 115-103 against the Boston Celtics and turned the series, taking the lead by 3-2. With the advantage, the Philadelphia team has the opportunity to close the semifinals of the Eastern Conference at home. Arriving to open 21 points of advantage and without leading the lead since the middle of the first quarter, the team of Doc Rivers showed a lot of discipline in the execution of the actions in both sides of the court and counted on the especially complicated night of Boston in the perimeter to impose in full TD Garden. The Celtic team hit just 31% of their long-distance shots, a percentage that rose only at the end of the match, but was below 30% throughout the match, thanks also to the 7 errors of Al Horford, who ended the match without scoring in its 25 minutes of court. With no strength off the line, the Celts bet on one-on-one plays, without success, much for the efficiency of the 76ers defense in the zone. In the free throw line, there were 9 wasted balls. For the Sixers, Embiid was instrumental in making screens and opening spaces for James Harden and Tyrese Maxey to advance to the painted area. In an inspired night, the two players took advantage of game situations and, when they didn't have space in front of them, it was enough to return the ball to the big man, who knew how to take advantage of his physical advantage, especially against Horford, without failing to deliver balls from away from the basket. Individually, Jason Tatum had 36 points, 5 rebounds and 10 assists, as well as 2 steals for the Celtics. Brown had 24 points, 2 assists and 6 rebounds, while Marcus Smart had 14 points, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. For Philadelphia, Embiid scored 33 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds and 4 blocked shots. In addition to the MVP, Tyrese Maxey was also instrumental, with 30 points, 3 assists and 7 rebounds. Still, Tobias Harris scored a double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds. Harden was close to a triple-double, 17 points, 8 rebounds and 10 assists, in addition to 2 steals, while Daniel House Jr. contributed 10 points, 5 rebounds and 1 assist from the bench. Every player has a role on a successful team, but Joel Embiid has them all. The 76ers' attacks in the first quarter invariably passed through the star, including offensive rebounds. The pivot screens on the perimeter were instrumental in giving teammates, especially Harden and Maxey, the possibility to infiltrate and punish the Celtic team. Taking advantage of the situation, Maxey left 11 points in the period, adding to the 11 points of Embiid, who was not stopped by the marking. On the other hand, Brown bet on aggression and ensured life for the home team, but the Sixers' defense in the zone was blunt with the individualism of Boston's attacks and, in a bad start by Tatum, 0-5 field goal, Philly ended the stage with a partial victory of 33-26. On the return to the second period, the visitors decided to take advantage and return with the second unit in the first minutes, but the lead remained unshaken. In a truncated and physical game, the teams had to rely on fouls. They were even the ones who compromised Brown, placed on the bench after reaching 3 fouls. At that moment, it was Horford who unbalanced negatively, with many difficulties to mark Embiid. The veteran put Joel in the free throw line repeatedly, while he missed 4 balls of 3 points, reaching 6 failed attempts at that time. For the host team, Tatum began to abuse the physical game, generating fouls in the act of shooting and managed to score an important 15 points, but did not avoid a 58-49 defeat in the first half. Early in the second half, a responsive Tobias Harris had a big impact on keeping the 76ers going, but his 4th foul knocked him out of the game. However, the absence didn't make much difference, as Embiid and Maxey maintained the dilated advantage, while Harden knew how to dig fouls. Tatum, who entered the game for good, continued to be the offensive leader, but, at the end of the quarter, he faced a steal by D'Anthony Melton and a block by Embiid, the third by the Cameroonian so far. Unable to create much beyond Tatum's individual plays and with problems on the perimeter, the Celtics collapsed and Philadelphia opened 88-72 for the last period. Without Embiid and Tucker on the return to the final stage, Daniel House Jr. he could even lead the visiting attack, but the 76ers gave up physical power on defense, giving space to Boston's attack, which Doc Rivers soon changed, returning the MVP of the season to the court. In the clash of starters, the Celtics continued to make mistakes on the perimeter and fail on layups. In a solid fourth for the 76ers, the game ended with Philadelphia winning by 115-103. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, bye.